Brooklyn Independent Television.
Get on your feet, you going with me.
Breathe, girl, breathe.
See now, some folk just shake their head and keep on stepping. That ain't the righteous thing to do. And some folk who be doing the stepping be calling themselves Christian too. Oh, no. It's
If you look on the album that I brought out with the movie, in fact, I started this idea of using the soundtrack as a selling tool, which hadn't been done before. On the back of the album it says Sweetback's Badass Song and Opera. So I'd always thought of this also as an opera. The difference is enormous and hasn't budged an inch. Because of the cinematic qualities that can't be transported to the stage, I had 17 minutes and 21 seconds of just pure cinema, where you were just traveling and seeing things. And that left me an opportunity to add other songs and the text.
I mean, we are bringing new sounds to the project as we're bringing our own personality as a group to the project. And although we're using the basic musical motifs that Mr. Van Peebles developed for Earth, Wind, and Fire as sort of like the building block, from that though, he's allowing us to put our own personality on the pieces. But that's also the nature of the band, in the fact that since it's conducted and since it's not really written, each player's personality plays a large part in what music we play that particular evening. We're from 15 to 40 people on stage at a time. And what we do is we construct live song structures, in the moment song structures that are shaped by a conductor.
First, they, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, a terrific group. They have the same, their energy, they have everything going. Everyone is an excellent musician. Their fashion to work makes it easy for them to play my songs, to extrapolate on them, to interpret them, etc., etc. So that I couldn't be happier with them. The thing that I would have always liked to do is the early life of Sweetback, to the time the ladies of the evening who take him in. Well, now I could feel that part out. Let me discuss the world's a stage. What does this mean? The world, please. The world's a stage is he's dreaming. So this becomes almost surrealistic. Do you know what I mean? We can make it a surrealistic dream. That's why the band can stand up. There's this, that, and the other. But
the beauty and illuminating fact of this particular production is the fact that Mr. Van Peebles has come up with the idea to include the band in the cast. So there are various times where various band members put down their instruments and then develop, come in and perform a particular role. And that in itself is, new for us and very exciting. And what it does is it brings sort of like an innocence to the production. Well, the beautiful thing about working with Mr. Van Peebles is that as we've developed the stage plan, as we've developed the music, he's been very open in communicating what he went through to get the process to the theaters. And basically, he was a self-made man, and it was a self-made production. And we could relate to that since in these days, with what was typically considered the recording industry pretty much crumbled away. It's really basically a self-made industry once again, where as an independent you can press and release and promote your own records, and you can keep control of the identity of your music rather than have someone try to lure you away with a lot of dollars to fitting into the, say, the music machine, how they would like to perceive things. So in that way, we're very kin to Mr. Van Peebles, and it's been very educational to realize that someone did it back in the day when it wasn't the norm at all, where he was pretty much a maverick.
Sweetback was the largest grossing independent film, and we shouldn't just get, it put independent films money-making possibilities on the map. Until that time, they were just sort of a joke, and nobody took them seriously. And for example, when Sweetback opened originally, only 2 theaters in the United States would show it. 2 theaters. Not New York, not California. One was in Detroit and one was in Atlanta. Only 2 theaters. But when it did money talk, you know what walks, right? And when it did well, then that's what happened.
As far as Burnt Sugar is concerned, I'm hoping, and I know that it's already in effect, with there being a number of ensembles around the world adapting the conduction system, which is originally developed by Butch Morris, that music becomes a live, interactive experience between the musicians and the audience in the room at that moment. And what happens there is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. The great thing about Burnt Sugar, you can come see us 5 nights in a row, and we could play the same motif, but it'll be a different song each night.
I told you her husband might be watching this.
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.